In its country reports on human rights practices for 2018, the U.S. State Department says violations and abuses in countries that already have dismal records continue unabated. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo singled out China for its treatment of its Muslim minorities.
Today, more than 1 million Uyghurs, ethnic Kazakhs, and other Muslims are interned in re-education camps designed to erase their religious and ethnic identities.
Venezuela is cited for extrajudicial killings, the stifling of free expression, and restrictions on political participation.
The human rights situation in Venezuela is terrible. I think it's well documented in this report, and of course this report goes through the end of last year, and it's gotten only worse since then.
While the report condemns the Saudi government in connection with last year's killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, it does not name the chief suspect in the case, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The State Department's Michael Kozak said the United States is pressing Saudi Arabia to find those responsible for the murder.
But it's not a complete, by any means, investigation at this point. So we're sort of in the middle of that movie, and hopefully, as it plays out, we'll get a clearer set of facts as to who was and who was not responsible, and act accordingly.
Pompeo said the United States documents human rights abuses perpetrated by friends with equal force as all the others.
Our aim is always to identify human rights challenges and use American influence and power to move every nation towards better, more consistent human rights practices.
The high-profile case of Iranian human rights lawyer Nasrin Sotoudeh is also featured in the report. Sotoudeh was arrested in June and sentenced to 38 years in prison and 148 lashes.
The sentence is beyond barbaric. Her alleged crime was advocating for Iranian women's rights and for defending other Iranian women who were arrested by the regime for peacefully protesting the mandatory hijab law.
Critics say the administration's human rights reports do not pay enough attention to abuses that disproportionately impact women and girls. Zlatica, Hoke, VOA News, Washington.